underway here at the Surf Cup 2005, the 12th annual Surf Cup. This is a girls under 10 action here in the second day between the Del Mar Sharks and the SC Blues. I'm Greg Porter, Greg GK Porter with you, and Corey on the camera. And we've done girls under 10 action before. We've had a lot of fun with it. Let's go ahead and get the lineups for both the teams. Del Mar Sharks, the keeper is Sydney McNutt. Number 2 is Lily Wolfenson. Number 3 is Mara Gutierrez. Number 4 is Tatum Abadir. Number 5 is Haley Harbison. Number 6 is Marina Kemper. Number 7 is Brittany Webb. Number 9 is Ava Butcher. Number 10 is Sinai Garcia. Number 11 is Casey McKinnon. Number 22 is Sarah Chase. And number 25 is Maggie Lana. For the SC Blues, their keeper is Alexia Strickland. Number 3 is Ireland Stack. 6 is Sarah Springer. 7 is Brittany Giovanni. Number 8 is Amanda Whites. Number 9 is Tessa Hurd. Number 11 is Naomi Banks. Number 15 is Kathleen Hartman. Number 17 is Natalie Higgins. Number 18 is Taylor Wolf. Number 19 is Allison Kerfer. And number 20 is Sierra Winder. And on the far side, try to get it. SC Blues and move it up the field. They're going from right to left on your picture. They've got the lime and blue with the lime green shorts. And in the white jerseys and the blue is, of course, the Del Mar Sharks. Going to be a throw-in from the far side touch line for SC Blues. Banks was there. She couldn't get it. But that's okay, she says, as the other young lady knocked it out. Banks again. Naomi Banks, and then this one is driven, and a try to put it in, but the save was made by Sydney McNutt. Sydney making a nice save on that one, because that ball was right there for a teammate for SC to try to put it in the back of the net. They only play 8 players in girls under 10. This is the youngest age bracket in the Surf Cup. Second day action. One of these teams will be continuing on to have an opportunity to be in tomorrow's action. At midfield, Winder was trying to do something with it for SC. Couldn't do it. Now here to the Sharks. Sending it up to the attacking area now with Brittany Webb. Could not hold on to it long enough, and then this one is a try, but it is out past the goal line, and there will be a goal kick. That try was by Maggie Alana. Still no score in the soccer match here in the opening few minutes. Sierra Winder, and down to the central, and we have a foul. Actually, it was offsides call is what it was. So the offsides call, and it will be a free kick for the Sharks.
Keep going up, Casey.
And this ball is sent down into the 18-yard box. Retreating back to go get it is Casey McKinnon. And it's kicked out of the near side touchline. One of those days that has the clouds going around and kind of chilly for San Diego.
Come on, girls. Nice pressure, Maggie. Okay, Maggie, bring it down. Let's play, girls.
But here in the afternoon, the sun has broken out and made it kind of a little bit more comfortable, but the wind is still blowing quite well, as you can see the WCFC flag in the background. Sierra Winder into the interior for the Blues, but they cannot get another touch to it. On the outside now, Springer, and a shot of the save by Sydney McNutt. Sydney drives it up, but it's taken away by SC Blue again, and they bring it into the box. And Sydney comes out to her right, and she'll see what she can do to try to get it down the field again. A couple of saves she's had to make. Off the 50-50 ball, SC wins it. You see the young lady, Taylor Wolf, wearing the headgear to protect them in case of a collision. It's not something that they used to have at this age group years ago. Didn't really have a lot of protective gear, but now it has changed. The ball is driven now to midfield. 50-50 ball, SC Blues still trying to get those touches on, and then they do with Sierra Winder, and Winder a collision with a defender for the Sharks coming over there. And it is going to be a goal kick, as they say that Winder kicked it out of play. Now Winder hustling on a play. So goal kick coming out for Del Mar Sharks. Winder again intercepting. However, in a deep back, driving it up to midfield are the Sharks. And now running onto it is Naomi Banks. Now to the wide side, Springer trying to get to it, but she can't get to it. But she gets the advantage of the Sharks knocking it out of play. And the throw in for SC. Here's Winder. Winder now, and with a little bit of space. Sierra Winder turns and accelerates towards the box. It's taken away. And now a shot, just a try, moving up from the back was Taylor Wolf. And Taylor had enough on that ball where if she could have directed it a little bit more towards the goal, she might have been able to have a big chance of getting it in there. Sierra Winder will throw it in for SC. Off the header, brought down nicely by the Sharks. Off to Karam, the top of the box, and now here come the Sharks for a counterattack now. Brittany Webb. And Webb cannot continue with it as it goes off her foot, and Hartman, Kathleen Hartman, drives it upfield. Now, a momentary time, pause in the game as players tying their shoe. And a throw in for Del Mar. And the Lady Sharks at midfield trying to get an attack going here. Trying to draw it back there was Brittany Webb, but she fell down. Nice try, though. She had the right idea. And those types of things, as she gets stronger, are going to work for her. Nice ball with a lot of too much pace that time, but she had the right idea, Maggie Lana, get it to the central and try and get her teammate to run onto it, but the keeper, Alexia Strickland, came out and made that save. We're going to be a throw-in from the far side touchline for the Del Mar Sharks. Again, we have no score here in the first half. They don't play as many minutes as they do in the 12 and over age group. Sierra Winder retreating back. Nice job by Sierra, winning that ball and then getting it away from the attacker. But now down to central, big chance for Del Mar. And running him off the ball was one of the defenders in the deep back doing a nice job. Here's another chance, though, at the top of the box for Del Mar. A shot and a save by Strickland. Alexius driving into midfield. And the SC Blues bringing it up. Showing a lot of speed there is Taylor Wolf. Taylor on the near side. But it goes out of play, and Taylor Wolf will be able to throw it in. As two defenders trying to run Taylor off the ball and get possession, but they could not maintain it. However, after the throw-in, they win it. And here's Brittany Webb. Brittany Webb now going around two players. Brittany Webb takes a shot. And the save by Strickland. Brittany Webb showing some natural ability to play the game at a forward position. Not afraid to keep the pressure on. And it's a wonderful thing as you see them grow up and get even better and stronger at this game. As we have the youngest edition at this level of soccer displayed. So many players have gone through the Surf Cup over the years and shown unbelievable talents. Some just determination, some just awareness of the game. And it's made it one of the premier soccer tournaments in America. SC Blues trying to get somebody to run onto it, and just a couple of paces away from that forward attacker. So now Sierra Winder in the back. The 50-50 ball won by the Sharks. Dropping it off. A little bending ball. Standing tall in the back. Now it's down to Central. A collision there. Webb and Brittany Webb kind of hurt on that play a little bit. Holding her hand and a whistle. As the center ref wants to make sure that she's okay, we're going to kind of shake it off, but she was trying to make a turn and make a big play. But they sandwiched her and made it tough. It's a credit to the Lady Blues. The Del Mar Sharks get it out of their half of the field, and here they go on the attack again. Banks, Naomi Banks trying to get it to Sierra Winder, but that was intercepted. But Winder has it now. Winder getting it back to Banks, and oh, she tried to take another step, was taken away in midfield. Good midfield play that time by number 3, Mara Gutierrez. And the 50-50 ball, the Sharks have it. Well, they had it for a moment, but they lost it out of play at a far side touchline. A throw in for the Blues. Still no score. Natalie Higgins. And then to Banks. Higgins again. Higgins running after it, but getting to it first is McNutt before any further danger of giving up a score. McNutt.
Nice one, Sid. Go, Britt. Help her out.
Brittany Webb trying to turn.
Oh.
Brittany Webb again still on the soccer ball. And she lost it. And it gets sent back up to midfield. Banks with a nice turn and a collision there in the central. Springer to play on. Winder to the near side, hustling. Sierra Winder off the 50-50 ball. It's knocked out by the Sharks. And there'll be substitutions for SC Blues, and young ladies have an opportunity to come in the game as they watch what's going on with their teammates out there. And we will mention their names as they touch that soccer ball out there. Still no score. Playing on the little field here at the Surf Cup, the 12th annual, 2005. Going to be a throw-in. At midfield, Higgins over to Whites. Amanda Whites now to Winder. Winder's all alone, but will she get it in? No, as Sydney McNutt traps the ball and the whistle. Sydney McNutt said, I don't care. I'm going to do what all the great goaltenders do. I'm going to attack you, and you're not going to get it by me, and she did not. Sierra Winder, though, has played a very good attacking game, though, and she has retreated well, too, to help out her team. Oh, and Brittany Webb trying to run onto that one, but it had too much pace. Off the bounce, the goal kick. Try to pass it to the Centrals, taken away. The back line playing well. On it now is Stack. Ireland Stack to Tessa Herr on the far side. Tessa Herr still advancing, trying to get it, and Tessa Herr still staying on the ball, getting it to a teammate. And the Del Mar Sharks able to apply good passing from the defensive area and get it out of there and get the counterattack going all alone and taken away. Retreating back is Brittany Giovanni. Giovanni had to race all the way back. Otherwise, Tatum Abeder would have had a brilliant shot at the net. As they bring it in to the Sharks. Send it to the 6-yard box. Webb tried to intercept. She couldn't. And now in the Central for SC. Here they come back up the field, but standing tall at midfield and directing it right back. But if that pass did get to Webb, she probably would have been called for an offside. Now she's onside. She turns, takes a left-footed try and whiffs it. And then Winder trying to get it. And you'll see that at this young age because sometimes the mind is going quicker than their body. Into the 6-yard box, and it's a foul. Or offsides call is what it is. And they get it started again. To midfield, reducing the size of the field are the Sharks. The collision to the far side. Webb using her body to try to shield the player and does it well. Here's one, and Webb trying to get a second chance at it. Directed right there, and Strickland, nice play by Strickland to stay with it, the direction of the ball as a keeper.
Okay, take it,
Tatum Abeder, and then she could not get it between the wall, so it goes upfield. And he'll have to recoil. Mara Gutierrez, and here they go with a counter. Maggie Lana. Maggie racing down into the corner, but coming over there to make the play is Giovanni. Brittany Giovanni protecting that corner. Not allowing the attacker to get around her. Taught well at this age. And the Del Mar Sharks now, they will have the corner kick, though, as it went past the goal line. The corner for Del Mar in a 6-yard box. Still in a box, and SC Blues have it, and they drive it up out of the attacking third in the midfield. The Sharks reducing the size of the field. Nice pace, good pass. Try to get it back towards the 18. Can't do it. They'll try it again, down to Central to Webb. Webb off of a chest, and in a shot. Nice try by Brittany Webb. Beautiful job trapping the soccer ball, bringing it down, and then taking a shot. It didn't go in, but she had the right idea. And that's what they learn at this age. I can guarantee you when she gets a couple years older, she'll make it go in. And no doubt, both teams are aware of that, even at this young age, to try to do whatever they can to try to mark up and play good soccer. And Brittany Webb kind of hobbling a little bit And she might have just had too much action in the first half here. In the 18-yard box, the Blues now. Blues trying to get a counter going. Blues, 50-50 ball, but Del Mar playing tough in the space. And now down the middle, Webb, and a save by Strickland. And Brittany Webb is going to come out because she is limping. What a half she's played so far. And coming out, Webb is coming in for her is Haley Harbison. But the SC Blues have found a way to be tough and be strong and not allow this game to get away from them. And it is still a scoreless tie. We had a scoreless tie earlier in the girls under 12. Will we have two in one day? Never happened before for GK Porter and at George Landry Video Sports Productions. But it could. Always willing for something to be new. Don't want to be closed mind. Come on in, they say, the center ref. 2, 3 new players for the Del Mar Sharks. 22, 10, and 9. That's Sarah Chase, Sinai Garcia, and Ava Buchler. And now coming in is Naomi Banks. Actually, they just kind of switched on that. Wasn't really a substitution. Banks chasing it, looking at where the direction of the ball goes, and her teammate gets the soccer ball now. Trying to advance, but standing tall in the back are the Sharks. Sierra Winder has one of the Seagulls kind of touching down and doing a touch and go. And that ball goes out of play. It will be a throw-in. So it's a throw-in for the Del Mar Sharks as time runs out here in the first half. Still trying to make the most of what time is left and try to put one in the net. But down the central, it caroms off to the wide side. SC. Tessa Herr. Nice job getting it forward. Chasing after it now is Amanda White. And bringing it in will be Tessa Herr. Nice throw in. Whites couldn't get to it though. Sarah Chase on the far side. Getting into the central. 2 players there for SC. They still maintain possession. Drawing it back and taking a shot. Nice job done that time by Sine Garcia. Standing tall in the back again, SC Blues. 1 player in the deep back for the Sharks. Sine Garcia trying to get it around 2. And nice save. Again, Alexis Strickland. Sinai Garcia working hard though in that last sequence. Still no score as, again, like I say, we're winding down here in the first half. Will anybody get a goal in the first half? We haven't seen one in almost 2 games. What competition. It gets better and better every year. More and more hotly contested. With the ball with the geometric designs or the swoosh. Whatever design they decide to put on it. In this case, Nike Surf Cup. The world's most famous sport. Sinai Garcia. going to take a corner kick, a CK bending ball, and that one bends right behind the net. And that is the end of the first half. And just as I mentioned, we're going to have two halves, first halves of two different games where they have no score. Maybe somebody will score in the second half, maybe not. But either way, stick around and see what the coaches and the managers are saying to their players and the refreshments that the kids get. And we'll be back with more action from the 12th Annual Surf Cup.
Possibly turn and catch up to the ball by the time the sprint is ready. So Allison's just the most efficient one like that. So she gets goal. But we do that in other places. We have side-to-side pressure. Just keep the ball on the opposite side of the ball. So you can first touch the ball. That's called a left pass. So does everybody remember? Nobody's going to ask me. What was
The opposition got some prices to pay. I think you guys got something cooking. Pull the ball around. And we're set to get underway here in the second half, the 12th Annual Surf Cup on Thanksgiving weekend. And the second day action, the Del Mar Sharks, a ball club playing today for the best they can do and try and see maybe if they can win one last one out of the Surf Cup here in 2005. And the SC Blues trying to see what their fate may be to continue on maybe to Sunday. They're going from left to right, and now going from right to left is the Del Mar Sharks. Again, no score in the first half. Lots of good action. Both teams putting the pressure on each other. It started off early with SC Blues putting a lot of pressure on the keeper, but then in the second half, it changed around. The second half of that first half of action where Del Mar had a lot of opportunities, they just couldn't put it in the net. And it's over. Winder try, and she was in the corner there of the between that goal line and the 6-yard box. Not too far away, but just could not direct the ball to go in that near post for a goal. – 50-50 ball. SC Blues. Banks, and could not go any further. And now the Sharks trying to go the other way. The Blues have it though. Natalie Higgins ran off the ball, and now here's Webb, who, remember, she was hobbling, but she has her pace back, trying to take the shot, but nice marking of the ball that time for the Blues, Brittany Giovanni. Giovanni would not allow Webb to take that shot, although it will be a corner kick as it went past the goal line. But Giovanni marking well. Now with the corner kick for the Sharks. Into the 18-yard box, or 6-yard box there, and it bounces up and out. Past the goal line, they'll get another shot at it. Will the Sharks, as it went off the Blues. In 18-yard box, a semicircle. Trying to get it to Webb. Can't do it as the Blues stand tall, but here's a long shot and a save! As Webb tried to get to it at the last moment, but could not. That ball was bouncing around. On the near side, the Blues. Nice job done by Sarah Springer, keeping it in the central. Springer showing a strength of leg. Beautiful job. And that ball goes over to Higgins. Higgins down to central. Higgins trying to find her teammate. It bounces up. And a keeper comes out and makes a beautiful job out of that play. Sydney McNutt. Sanaya Garcia, but she's run off the ball that time by Giovanni. On the far side, the Blues on the attack. At midfield, SC trying to get a player to run onto it, but they have to retreat back in their own defensive half. Here's Kathleen Hartman. Hartman cannot continue with it. She tried. However, she gets the advantage of Kemper knocking it out. Throws it in. And it is kicked out. It'll be a throw-in now. Again, Kathleen Hartman working hard in the near side. The Sharks, it goes out. And it'll be a throw-in for the Lady Sharks from their own defensive half. Webb now. Webb trying to get around Hartman. Webb takes a shot and just missed. Brittany Webb with a lot of hustle and determination, and two players came over and made it that shot wasn't as accurate as she would have liked it to be. Now, Brittany Webb still continuing with that action towards the net. And the SC Blues have shown their ability, though, to not allow her a chance to put it in. Brittany Webb says, this may be my last game of the tournament, but I'm not going out without people hearing from me. But at the same time, the Blues are saying, we still have an opportunity to continue on in this tournament, and that's why they continue to fight. And that opportunity is not guaranteed. Sierra Winder. Winder fell down, but got back up and continued to hustle. Here she is at the 50 ball and taken away now, and here go the Sharks. The Sharks again, pushing it up the field. Hartman trying to mark. Hartman staying there, and it's kicked past the goal line, so it'll be a goal kick. Hartman not allowing her to get around. Otherwise, that could have been a dangerous scenario for their keeper. Alexia Strickland has played a very good game for SC Blues, but so has Sydney McNutt. Sanaya Garcia, and it will be a goal kick. Garcia putting a lot of pressure. You see over there the score and the 2. That is not something that scoreboard that has been around for a long time. It has not been around for a very, very long time here at the Surf Cup. In fact, the whole area back behind the SC Blues side and the little area where you can sit up there and watch the game at midfield has not been around for a long time either. So, some new things that you see now at the Surf Cup here in Del Mar, the San Diego Polo Grounds. The throw in.
Good one, Sinai. Way to be
Look like there'll be some players coming in for Del Mar. As the pace kind of slows down in the contest.
Way to go, you guys. Let's go.
And three players will come out. Coming in now is Maggie Lana. Actually, four players will come out. Maggie Lana is coming in. Haley Harbison is in. Sarah Chase is in. And Ava Buchler is in.
Go, Maggie.
Ball down to Central. SC. And Sydney McNutt coming off her line. She had to make sure that that ball was struck properly, because I've seen before where keepers have missed it, and that is a big chance for the other team. But McNutt would have none of that. And now it'll be a corner kick as Sinai Garcia working hard. Actually, it won't be a corner, it's a throw-in. In the 18-yard box. And here come the Blues now. They have attackers. Sarah Springer. Sarah Springer again with three players defending her, and it goes out. And it's going to be a throw-in by Springer. Springer throws it over to the corner for Naomi Banks, but she couldn't do anything with it as it was taken away and back the other way to Del Mar Sharks. Hartman, at least 4 or 5 inches taller than the young lady running down there. And the header, but the Blues coming out with it down the Central. They have reduced the size of the field of the Sharks. Sinai Garcia down the Central, or pass, take it away. Casey McKinnon out to the wide side, and it's going to be a throw-in for Del Mar. They still retain in the attacking half of the field. Kind of keep that pressure on. But Banks has it now. Naomi Banks towards the Central. The SC Blues, they have a couple of players. And the pass, Sierra Winder was trying to get it to Banks, but it was taken right away. Hartman now. And it's going to be a free kick. Both teams just moving up and down the field, doing whatever they can. Lots of good work, though, in the interior part of the field by both teams trying to battle for that soccer ball. Still have a scoreless tie here in the second half. We're about midway through, and we are a roar of a crowd behind us. The big tournament. That's what happens. Somebody has just made something happen for them in a big way. But we have not heard that yet today. Corey on the camera and myself. But maybe we will before it's over. 2 games today where we have not seen anybody put it in the back of the net. And that's in an unprecedented status for myself doing these youth sporting events in the world of soccer. And I think it's more to the good side because teams have gotten so good and they can match up so well against each other that it is not easy to put one behind them. coming down to Central. Again, the collision. The SC Blues trying to advance, but they. And now here's Sinai Garcia. Garcia and Hartman blocks her off from the ball. Nice job done by Hartman, but Garcia gets it and centers, and it goes out of play. Sinai Garcia hustling, though, even though Hartman was using a way to shield her from getting the ball, she still kept after the soccer ball. Great hustle by the young lady. And all those types of plays and hustle plays and thought process of the offense are going to work as these young ladies get older and able to do more things. But it all starts here at this level. The Blues trying to find a way, a chink in the armor of the Del Mar Sharks as it comes south. Santa Margarita area. Orange County. Down here in San Diego County trying to win this Surf Cup game. In the lime and blue. Number 11, Naomi Banks now winning the soccer ball and pushing it out to the wide to Sierra Winder. And Winder could not get to it. It had too much pace, but it didn't matter as it was knocked out by the Sharks. Some substitutions now as Cheeto Gebhardt getting some fresh players into the contest. Cheeto Gebhardt and Sonia Higgins, the masterminds behind the SC Blues. And they put together a good ball club here. They played well in this match, even though they do not have a score on the board, as the Sharks have put a lot of pressure on them at times, but they've been able to withstand it. And here they go again. Sinai Garcia now. Sinai Garcia from the wide in the 18-yard box, but staying tough on the play was Tessa Herr. Tessa Herr came over and realized that Garcia was trying to make a big play, but Herr did the same thing on other attempts over here on this near side, playing good defense for the Blues. And an intercept that time by Ireland Stack. She just didn't want the ball to get behind her. Corner kick again for Del Mar. Ball bounces out and behind. And the Blues still have a chance to the Sharks in the goal! The first one we see today! Oh, go! Save that one on a hard drive. 1-0. The ball bouncing around, and you just try to keep getting opportunities, and they found somebody who was close enough to put it in the back of the net, and now the Sharks lead 1-0. And now the Blues will be furious to try to get a goal. They lose this game, they're definitely out of the tournament, as will be the Sharks. But the Sharks just playing for fun in this last game here. Now we have another ball on the field. Almost got me. Sarah Chase was the player who scored the goal. They won't let you help out that way. You got to stay on the side. A little bit too old for him. The throw in by the Blues. And the Blues down to Central, trying to get somebody to run onto it, maybe tie the game somehow. Allison Curler, the outside, and throw in the Del Mar Sharks. Curler has a player there, but it caroms off, and coming to get it is McNutt. 1-0 is your score. The first goal that we've seen today in 2 games. And it came here late in the second half. And that's not without seeing some great offensive play, though. And these girls under 10 have just been up and down. But Del Mar has been very tenacious at trying to get it into the net. And here is Webb, and coming down, hustling back was Tessa Herr. The ball down to 18-yard box, and coming out and making the save. Strickland. Herr sending it to the Central, trying to get a teammate to run onto it, but nobody could. And now Herr will have to retreat back. Tessa Herr showing her strength of leg, but trying to get to it. Cannot, and to the Central now as SC trying to get something going. Here they go with Curler. We'll send Curler, and that ball is blocked. Del Mar with it. And it'll be a throw-in now. Del Mar now with time running out. They still have the 1-0 lead. And we have another ball from the adjoining field on the field of play. Webb taking her time now. Good passing, gets it over to Tatum Abadir. Abadir trying to continue with it, but Herr and again the ball from the other field coming in. I think that's the first time we see that many balls come into our field of play in a game. So again, something new, as I mentioned before. 1-0 is the score in this girls under 10 game. Del Mar Sharks trying to hold on to that 1-0 lead, and it goes past the goal line. And a try for a goal there. Just a few minutes left in this game. Will SC be able to tie it up, or will they not? And it'd be a 1-0 victory for Del Mar. Spoiling it. One team spoiling another's opportunity today. And we can say that, even though there's only one goal that's been scored in the 2 games that we've done, we can say that. And the Sharks would have that opportunity to spoil the Blues' opportunity to continue on. But right now, even with time running out, the Blues, crucial corner kick. Will they get a chance to get it in the back of the net? Bending ball, a header. Still on it. Banks, the try again, and a save by, a beautiful save by McNutt. How did she find the soccer ball that time? Because for a moment it looked like she was beat on the play. And McNutt sprung out of nowhere to catch the soccer ball and raises her hand in enjoyment in the air. Even though this will be the last game for Del Mar, they've learned a lot. They're used to, as someone said, they're used to being very successful, and they just have to learn how to be a little more successful at this level, but undoubtedly today will be a start of that. And now we'll have a timeout. We'll be right back. 1-0 the score with just a few moments left in this 12th annual Surf Cup Girls Under 10.
Come on, Case. That's okay, huh?
And we'll basically stay with it as number 11, Casey McKinnon, is okay. But she was hurting there for a moment.
Keep it up, hon.
And fortunately for her and her teammates, they have a 1-0 lead, and the game is almost over, so she can get the rest.
Okay, you guys, take it down. We need one more.
But the Blues are going to try to see what they can do with the time still left. Webb doesn't have to score. All she has to do is continue to hold on to the ball. And it goes past the goal line. Webb has played a whale of a game, and she is obviously hurting too because she was limping earlier. And that's a double whistle. The final score in a game well played in the girls under 10 at the 12th annual Surf Cup 2005 was Del Mar Sharks 1 and the SC Blues nothing. But fantastic game again for the second time today. We hope you enjoyed all the action. And especially at this level, these girls in a learning process, but they're at a high clip of learning, and they're undoubtedly going to be heard from the years to come. Stick around. There'll be some comments and words for the players that played in today's game as they congratulate each other for their performance in this tournament and in the game today. We'll be right back. A very competitive and a fantastic tournament this year. And I'm here with the SC Blues, and they want to say some words. And you are?
Alexis
What's your last name?
Strickland.
Okay. Alexis, you played in the as the goalkeeper today, right?
Yes.
Okay. Talk a little bit about just this whole tournament, how much fun it's been for you, and what you gained out of it.
Well, when you're a goalie in this tournament, it's usually kind of boring sometimes because the teams are harder. So your defense, when they play strong, you don't really get to touch the ball. But still, coming to this tournament was fun.
Okay. I'm sure you've had a lot of success at learning how to play a goalkeeper. What's probably the hardest thing at that position for you?
When you're all by yourself and the person's just dribbling at you.
You got to be tough. Huh? Yeah. All right. Talk about what have you done with your teammates for enjoyment outside of soccer while you've been down here?
Well, we usually in between our games, we'll go eat or watch a movie or something.
Okay. I hear this Harry Potter movie's out. What is the fourth or whatever installment? What's the name of it?
It's The Goblet of Fire, the fourth one.
Okay. So you guys going to see that?
I already did.
Oh, you already did. Did you like it?
Yeah.
All right. Who's your favorite soccer player of all time?
Well, I like this guy named Wayne Rooney. He's on Manchester United. Okay. And I watch English Premier League with my dad.
All right, good. So you learn a lot of tips that way. Let me talk to your teammate, and let's see if she feels the same way, or talk a little bit about this tournament for us.
I agree with her. I really liked it a lot, and I learned a lot because this is a lot of hard teams, and I really had fun, and this is my first time doing it, so I learned a lot.
And you are?
Sarah Springer.
It's a thing where your parents can get you up to a tournament like this and be trying to be attentive towards what you got to try to learn. Isn't it a lot of fun that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that you guys have done or you have done with your teammates since you've been down here that's been kind of different? I'm sure you may have been down to San Diego before, but.
Yeah, last night we went to her house and we had a lot.
Where does she live?
Hotel.
Okay.
We went to a hotel and we had a lot of fun and we watched movies.
Okay.
And yeah.
Good. So you guys had a good time together. All right, let me talk to her and tell us who you are.
I'm Natalie Higgins.
Okay. Natalie, talk a little bit about the tournament and how much you've learned and how much fun it's been for you.
Well, this is my first time at Surf Cup, and it's been a lot of fun, and it's cool that all the teams are good, so you have to be on your best each game, and it's been a lot of fun.
Okay, so you're looking forward to the years beyond when you get older, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to let all you girls tell me what school you go to, what favorite subjects or teachers that you have, that kind of stuff. And I'll start with you now.
My favorite teacher, I have two, Mrs. Stover and Mrs. Talbert, and then my favorite subjects are history and math. Okay. And I go to school at Stony Brook Elementary School.
I go to Truman Benedict Elementary School, and my favorite teacher is Mr. Coy, and my favorite subject is math.
I go to Rancho Cañada. My favorite teacher is Miss Bagnall and Mr. Williams. My favorite subject is also math.
Okay. One last thing you'd like to say to your parents or anybody who ever watches this DVD in the future?
Go Blues.
Go Blues.
Go Blues.
Good job, girls, and good luck to you the rest of the year. Happy holidays to you. Greg Porter back here with some more SC Blues players, and you are?
Kathleen Hartman.
Okay, Kathleen, talk a little bit about this tournament for you and your team.
It's been really fun because all the teams have been really competitive, and it was great playing with a bunch of our teams. And it was a good experience for me.
So what have you guys done when you're not playing soccer to have a lot of fun down here?
We go out to restaurants and stay in hotels and do a lot of fun things together.
Okay. Any particular games you guys play or anything?
Sometimes we play football.
Okay. Hey, why not? Anything to have fun with each other. What do you look forward to in the rest of the year, either family or with your team, that kind of thing?
I look forward to just spending more time with my team and being able to play more and to play some good teams and hopefully to win a lot of games.
That's definitely things to think about. Let me talk to your teammate in the middle, and the same thing. Tell us your name and talk a little bit about the tournament that's made it a pleasure for you.
I'm Tessa Her, and I think this tournament has been really hard because we have met a lot of competitive teams that are really hard and mean and vicious. And playing harder teams, I think, has made us stronger.
Well, I tell you what, everybody on your team just really worked hard today, and you guys are just going to have tremendous success in the future. Talk a little bit about the fun things that you've had while you've been down here in San Diego.
Well, during games, we usually do things together since there's really nothing to do. We just hang out together and then try to do whatever's fun that we can find.
All right, sounds good. Let me talk to your teammate to the outside. And you are?
Taylor Wolf.
Okay. Taylor, talk a little bit about this tournament and the fun things that have gone on with you guys as teammates.
I think this tournament was a really competitive tournament. All the teams that we played were really competitive and tough, mean and vicious.
And so they come to play just as you guys come to play. And you'll undoubtedly see them in the future, and that's the thing. And you learn different things that they do to be able to do something different against them the next time. So talk a little bit about the fun things outside of soccer you've done.
Well, we usually play football or see who could chip the ball the furthest, or other games and stuff.
All right. Favorite soccer players?
My favorite soccer player is probably Ham.
Okay.
I don't have a favorite soccer player.
Okay. Favorite athlete?
I don't have one.
Okay.
I don't have a favorite soccer player.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure you've seen a lot of different ones out there, and maybe favorite teams. You guys have a favorite team or anything? Favorite soccer team?
Probably the Galaxy.
Okay.
Galaxy.
Okay, there you go. The champions of MLS. Okay, girls. Tell us what school you go to and favorite subjects, favorite teachers.
I go to Stony Brook Christian School, and my two favorite teachers are Mrs. Walker and Mrs. Geis.
I go to St. Margaret's, and my favorite teacher is Mrs. Resch, and my favorite subject is reading.
Okay, good.
I go to school at Riley Elementary School, and my favorite teacher is Mr. Rick Murray.
One last thing you guys would like to say to your parents or anybody who watches this DVD.
Go Blues.
Thank you for watching this DVD, and go Blues.
Go Blues.
Good job, girls, and happy holidays to you. Greg G.K. Porter back here with some more of the SC Blues, and tell us who you are and just a little bit about the tournament, your enjoyment.
My name is Sierra Winder, and I love being in this tournament. It's my first time, and there's a lot of hard and competitive teams, and it's really hard, but we learn from it.
So. Only going to make you better, huh?
Yeah. It's fun to be in this tournament. It's hard at the same time. It's really hard when you lose in something where you can't, where you're gonna move on if you win. So.
So it's something hard to deal with, but it's something that you can deal with because you got a lot of teammates that can help you out, and parents and coaches and stuff. They tell you how to overcome it, and that's one of the neat things. Talk a little bit about the fun things you've done outside of soccer.
Sometimes we go over and get some food, And then we come back to the field and play and rest, and we watch a lot of movies together.
Let me talk to your teammate briefly here. Tell us who you are.
My name is Ireland Stack, and I've had a lot of fun at this tournament. It's been very competitive and very aggressive, and the teams have been very hard to defeat, and I just had a lot of fun.
Okay. Any special things that you've done as a team while you've been down here?
Well, we had a couple of sleepovers, a couple of parties. Usually we go to people's houses and we swim sometimes.
Let me talk to your teammate to the outside. Tell us who you are.
Allison Curler.
Allison, talk a little bit about this tournament and this experience down here in San Diego for you.
This has been a very competitive tournament. It's my first time being in it, and I'm just really happy to be here.
Well, you guys, again, have done a great job, and it was a lot of fun watching you guys. Is there anything that you look forward to in the future, either playing soccer the rest of this year or into next year, or just family-wise?
Well, I hope to go to college and play soccer there, or maybe just win a lot of games next year and hope to be on the Blues again.
Well, this is a great start. What school you go to, and what's your favorite subjects?
I go to Ladera Elementary, and my favorite teacher is Mrs. DeCamp, and I love math.
I go to Sarah Catholic, and my favorite teachers are Mr. Hempstead and Mr. D, and my favorite subjects are math and PE. I go to Bonita Canyon Elementary School, and my favorite teacher is Mrs. Dent, and my favorite subject is language arts.
One last thing you guys would like to say to your parents or anybody watching this?
Go Blues. My mom is very supportive, so I thank her for that. And
Go Blues.
All right. Well, thank you very much, girls. Good luck to you. Happy holidays and the rest of the year. Greg G.K. Porter back here with Cheeto Gebhardt. Cheeto, talk a little bit about this tournament for you and your team, and just the way the girls have responded to you.
Well, this is a first for both the team and myself. This is the first team I've had accepted into the Surf Cup, so it was a proud moment. And the girls, it's a first for them as well, so we're both sharing a new experience. I've attended many of these as a spectator in the past, and it's always a great affair that the Surf Club puts on. And I always appreciate the efforts they put in. And our club tries to model ourselves after the way they do things down here. My girls had a good experience here. As they all mentioned, this is the top of the competitive level. Then it is a situation where you only get better when you play better teams. And so I think this event provided that environment for them. And they responded well.
Yes, they did. And even though this was a game where, you end up 1-0, it didn't really mean as much as the effort that they put out.
Well, we like to say that it's not the result that counts, but the effort they put out, what we've learned, what I've learned from them, and from that we can grow and build. This team has encountered a lot of adversity this season and responded well. And this is just a process, isn't this? This is the very beginning of their soccer career. I tease them and say that they're still in kindergarten when it comes to the world of soccer. They're still playing on the small field. And I said they'll be in first grade next year when they go to the 11v11. So it's a process, as I say. And they're embarking on a long journey of success.
So true, and it's neat to watch them at this age, and any team at this age, knowing that you have the nucleus of something that's going to be, quite spectacular down the road, and and that you're just getting into it. And I know the parents are excited just as you are to make that happen.
Oh, absolutely. And I especially enjoy this age because they want to please. They're easy to model. They're easy to mold. They love each other. And that always is a positive. You can put them out there and ask them to do things together that as the girls get older, personalities get involved. And it isn't so easy to teach the game. And it's they're very fertile ground to put in our style of soccer, the blues style. So it's a fun age to deal with, to work with.
And you probably, obviously, you've played soccer before, so not only is it the blue style, but a little bit of your style in the way you see the game, isn't it?
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Every coach imparts their own style onto their team. And yeah, I played 40 years ago, and it was a whole different environment, whole different world. These kids are technically and tactically sophisticated in comparison, and as you were mentioning earlier, the development at this age is startling. It isn't anything like I ever saw. You know, the coaching is better than by and large all the players respond and they get better themselves. And it's a supporting, building environment.
Well, Cheeto, I wish you and is it Sonia that helped us out?
Sonia?
And I wish you guys the best.
Sonia is my fearless support person, and I couldn't do it without her. And we have a lot more soccer to play this season, so girls, hey, go. All right.
And that's going to do it for Cheeto Gebhardt and myself, Greg G.K. Porter, from the Surf Cup in 2005, the 12th annual Surf Cup up here in Del Mar, the San Diego Polo Grounds. We hope you enjoyed all the action today, and we hope that you take care of yourself for the rest of the year. Be safe out there. God bless, and save this on the hard drive.
Everywhere we go, people